So in this segment, I'm going to teach you how to make an accordion fold. It's really a versatile structure. Some books are completely done as accordions, but I like to use them as spines. And this accordion will be used on two sides of your tunnel book, one on this side and mirror image on the other side to hold your image panels into the book. And we're going to fold the paper with the grain. If you fold the paper against the grain, you'll feel that there's much more of a untidy fold that works against you. This is folded against the grain. If I fold with the grain, I can just feel how clean that fold is, and it looks clean as well. So that's another way to determine paper grain. For the accordion fold, we're going to end up with this many pleats, and we start with the middle. So if you start folding from one side and keep going, you're referring to the last one as you go, and it's really difficult to keep the accordion from getting skewed. So we'll start in the middle and then refer to that middle fold every single time. So I line up the tails, push with my fingers pretty firmly, and then you can take a bone folder and reinforce that fold. The first time you do this, I like to have the students make an X on both sides of what I like to call the master fold. And then this is the fold that they'll be folding the other subsequent folds to. And it keeps everything in line. You won't get confused. So I always start with one side and pretty much fold up that whole side and then flop it. But you could go back and forth. It doesn't matter. So I always keep the paper on the table. It's hard to work with it if it's up, and then you have the pressure of the table for resistance. And take the tail, make the fold at the top. That's the easiest way to work with it. And then line up the tails, push firmly, reinforce with the bone folder. And now you have a form that looks like that. To get the next round of accordions, this fold needs to be reversed. So every time you start a new sequence, you have to reverse the fold and then squeeze on the two sides and then line up and stack that fold onto the master fold. You're going to push where you don't see the fold and then reinforce it with the bone folder. So now you have a form that looks like that. So now take the tail and put it at the top, reinforce it with the bone folder. And we have now half of what we need for the accordion for the tunnel book. So now I flop the whole thing over. I have these folds all neatly stacked upon each other, and I do the same on this side. Take the tail, line it up, stacking it onto my folds, reinforce with the bone folder. And now since I started, I need to reverse this fold, and then I stack it on top of the next fold. Push with my fingers, reinforce, and then the tail finishes it off. and that's a pretty accurate fold. I'm going to take this down one more generation, but it's not necessary for this project. So you can make as thin,